Well, y'all, as you can see, you know, I think it's Tuesday morning, August 4th. Yeah, during the, COVID-19 pandemic, we got the 3 boys here. Got Elrod there to the left, or, excuse me, yeah, to the left. We got old Magoo there with his collar on, and you know what? A lot of people give me crap about putting a collar on Magoo. I didn't put it on in the first place, but you know what? He loves his collars. You know, I've had kitties like that before. It's just like Trixie. She really loves her collars. Now, I haven't put one on her in a long time. But when she does, she likes ones with, jewels and sparklers on it. And a bell. And of course, there's Spooky. Our newest addition to the Kitty Krew. Now, yes, Cleo, she's a little absent right now. She'll come this evening. And yes, she has had her kittens, so we're counting it down. And I did my research. 5 to 6 weeks before I can go get her. I think it is spayed and taken care of. And I wish I had known that before I let her get impregnated again with kittens this time. But we'll do something with the kittens. Maybe somebody will want them. If they don't, well, we'll just have a kitty farm here. It's just the way of things. Now you can see them all munching down. They're munching down on some tender crunchies. And, they're 1 can of wet food that they get twice a day. And, part of that's all because of you viewers. Yep. Now, had nobody ever said nothing or contributed? Would they be going without? No. Oh, Mr. Tom would go without before his animals would. It's just the way it's always been. All his entire life. Trust me that. I ain't gonna let my kitties go. And old Trixie, she's already been fed this morning too. Got her a whole can too. Of Friskies. Shreds. Now I think a viewer y'all sent. What you can see right now is because of all of y'all. They're well fed, well taken care of, and everything. Now next week, Magoo there, don't tell him. He's got to go to the vet. Next up to bat, if we can wrangle him in a pet carrier, is Elrod. Yep. And then, third up the bat, of course, old Spooky here, which he's still real leery. And he'll probably hate me forever after I take him to the vet. But they're all enjoying their morning meal. I just thought y'all would be interested in this, since many of you not only sent cat food and treats, and of course they get their treats in the evening. Yes, they do. We had some here. But I'm not sure what we did with them. Right now, sort of put them away. But they get their treats every night. Cleo shows up at night for the evening feeding. Yep. And I know she's had the kitties because she's all slim and trim again. And her teats are showing that, they're nursing. And I really didn't want her to get pregnant with kitties again. But I was trying to do the right thing by Spooky here. I wanted him to be weaned off his mama. And, you know, I didn't know, that the mama cat, female, get pregnant while she's still weaning. Live and learn. So now, I'm going to deal with some more kitties. But don't fear. Though you'll find new good homes, but they'll be well taken care of. But that's all this video right here is going to start off as. Featuring a well rod. Y'all don't see him much. Of course, you always see Magoo. He's with me no matter where I go. This is his home, his place. Elrod. Now I gotta admit, Elrod, he's been sticking around a lot more often. But every once in a while, he goes scooting around. And you see, that's another thing that makes it so hard to get these kitties to the vets. You make an appointment, go out in the morning, and they're not here. And then you gotta call the vet up and cancel the appointment. Most vets, just like most doctors now, charge for a canceled appointment on the day of the appointment. So since I'm not Rockefeller, I can't do that too often. I've done it a couple times now, and of course I'm sure the vet's annoyed and I'm not too happy about paying for it. But that's just part of it. But you can be rest assured that over time, they're all going to be cycled through. They're all going to be neutered. The 3 boys here are going to be neutered. 3 will be spayed. They'll all get their shots. They'll all get a full checkup. Here again, any of y'all who have pets, kitties, dogs, or whatever, none of that comes free. I'm not going to take these animals and dump them off in some old country road. I'm not going to do like the people who left them here. They were my neighbors 2 houses down. And when they decided to move, go someplace new, they just left these kitties. Left them to fend for themselves. Well, they left a couple of chickens too. And I used to have what I used to call a wild crazy chicken. And I haven't seen her in a while. Several weeks. But they just left the animals too. Elrod, was that good? Did you love it? You did. That's good stuff. I'm gonna tell you what. Come this Sunday, I'm gonna make some scrambled eggs. And I'm gonna throw in a little bacon for you. And we're gonna have Sunday dinner just like I used to make for the kids. Now, y'all are my kids now. What do you think? Maybe cut up some toast for you, make little toast cubes too? What do you think? Oh, Spooky, he's took on off. But I know many of y'all support the Kitty Krew. You've sent food, you sent treats, you sent wet food, you sent dry food. couple of y'all have sent monetary donations for them. Right now, I gotta apologize for that. I have yet to take them by the bank and get them deposited. And that's part of all just me being so anxious and leery of going out. And I'm going, you know, if you still want me to, maybe you'll comment, you know, give me some heads up in the comments. You know, I can take those by this Thursday. And know this, anything that you send, oh, Mr. Tom, it goes to the Kitty Krew, or it goes to the home place. I don't benefit at all. Nope. And I think that's important. It's just not the Kitty Krew, it's Trixie. Some things are sent just for Trixie. And God knows she's the queen. And like I said, before I came out here to feed these little boys, I fed her up a nice big old can of this too. Yep, she's a spoiled brat. But I love her dearly. She's going on 18 years old. And what most of y'all don't know is old Trix is nearly blind. Her poor little eyes are all glazed over, sort of thick with a film. She has a hard time seeing. And sometimes she don't even know she's got water. I have to bring her over and show her. And that saddens my heart. Because I've had that little fur ball since she first, about this time of year. It might have been about a few weeks past, you know, in September. She came bouncing across the carpet when the kids let her in. And jumped up, scratched her way up the couch, and curled up on the top of my chest. I was slapped asleep on the couch in the den. And she just curled up right there, and I wouldn't even know she was there. So I woke up. And she wasn't no bigger than the palm of my hand. Yep. And that little kitty has been with me going on 18 years come this September. Yep. And she can be a pain at sometimes. She's very vocal when she wants something. Yep. She refuses to go outside to go to the bathroom. And I just got a new delivery of her litter. It actually costs more. It actually costs more for Trixie to go to the bathroom in a month than it costs old Mr. Tom. You know, with Mr. Tom, it's just a roll of toilet paper or two. With Trixie, she's never been much out on going outside to go poop or pee. Merlin, Cabadoo, and all the rest, they would. Not Trixie. She's a house cat. So it cost me about, $35 a month just for her to go to the bathroom. Put that in perspective, toilet paper. Well, you know, you can add in cost of water per toilet. But I love that little kid now. You know, every night when I lay down, it don't matter what time. Of course, you know, around midnight. She always comes in by my desk, sits down, looks up at me and starts whining. It's time to go to bed, Papa. And sometimes, you know, because I got videos to edit, I'm doing research or whatever, you know, I'm just not ready to go to bed. She'll keep whining and talking to the point I say, okay. And I turn the computer off. And I lay on down. And there's not a night that goes by she don't curl up on my lap, just below my stomach, and fall asleep. Yep. Been that way for going on 18 years. And you know what? I do know there is a day coming. But she ain't gonna live forever. And God knows I'm not gonna live forever either. That she'll pass. And I'll be honest with you, I've talked to the kids. And I've said this time or two, I'm actually thinking it's better for me to pass before her than her pass before me. Done buried one child. I can't tell you the furry friends I had buried on this place. Cabby Doo, Shane Lee, Jake, Ed, Merlin. List goes on. And each one touched my life in a different way. And I'm just tired of putting friends, whether they be furry friends or not, in the ground. But with that said, I make sure Trixie is well taken care of. She goes to the vet. She gets everything she needs. You know, we almost lost her last year. And I said I'd never spend the kind of money I spent to save an animal. Well, when that animal's been your friend and your companion for all those years, you know, when all your friends and companions done left you high and dry, don't call no more, don't come by and help, whatever. That little ball of fur was always there. I swear to God, even James has said this, and Ashley. I'd go to work every night. She'd follow me to the door and she'd sit down. I'd come back, it wouldn't matter. You know, my shift was 10 hours, supposedly. But it'd go 12, 14, 16, sometimes 18, 20 hours. Didn't matter. She wouldn't give up on me. She'd be, as soon as she heard that car pull up, truck, she'd be up there sitting, staring at that door as soon as I opened that door. Never, not once failed. In the 16 years I worked that I had her. That's pretty damn amazing. And I'm sure you got dogs and cats may have done the same. And some may not, because they keep them outside in the yard. Got them a dog house and yard. Hopefully you don't got them chained. That's the way she's always been. And I had another animal similar to Trixie back in my early life, and that was Casey. He was a cat too. God knows I didn't want him. My mama thought I needed a cat, so she gifted me one when she had kittens. Not her, but one of her cats. An old Case cat, or Case cat as I got to call him, he did the same thing. Now, he was an outdoor cat. He didn't much like inside. He'd come in to eat and sit with me a while, but he liked outside. But every day I left that place, he'd be on that porch looking at me. And every day that I returned, he'd be sitting on that porch waiting for me. And then one day, in 1991, I pulled up in the drive, walked up the sidewalk, when I had the big house up in Fayetteville, Tennessee. I walked up to the porch and there he sat. And just like I always saw him. I sat down beside him like I always did. Gonna pet him, love on him a while, talk to him. But when I went to touch him, he was rigid. And he was cold. Why? Because he was stone cold dead. And then when I looked in his eyes, they were glazed over. Oh, Casey, which by then was 11 years old, not that all that old. He sat down on that porch and he waited for Papa right up to the point he died. Yep, he did. And I thought I'd never have a furry friend as loyal and as close to me as him. But then Trixie showed up. And I've had, several between Trixie and Casey. They just didn't last as long. Trixie's hung in there. You gotta admit, 17 going on 18 years, long time for a kitty. The longest we had was my wife's kitty, Jake, 21 years. And that. I don't know what I'll do when she passes. It'll be like losing a child, trust me, it will. And I know there's many of y'all out there that know what I'm saying. And I got the whole crew here with me now. I don't claim to be a cat whisperer. There's Magoo. There's Elrod hanging out in the shade underneath the old oak. Aren't we, Magoo? And of course there's Spookies. Had to, go potty, so now he's got to cover it up because anytime we come back here where the dirt's disturbed, he feels the need. Of course, Magoo here is going to be right there, making sure he's holding his place for Papa, aren't you? Come here, little buddy. Oh! There are sometimes you just get an animal that just loves you to death. And you gotta cherish that. And that's Magoo. Now, Elrod loves me. But he don't love me like Magoo does. And y'all know that if you watch the videos. And this is something I'm going to tell all of y'all, because I got a few viewers, maybe more. They're living alone. They ain't got no friends. They ain't got no family left. The children don't care, or they don't come by often. If you can get you a pet, whether it's a cat, dog, gerbil, hamster, snake, I don't care. Maybe it's a raccoon, squirrel. Get you something to be with you, be part of you. It will make your life so much better. And with that said, I'm going to leave y'all, folks. I just thought it was a good thing today to highlight the Kitty Krew, what they mean to me, what Trixie meant to me, and what all of y'all have meant to me that are helping me make sure their life is so much better here at Deep South Bama. And as always, until I see y'all in the next video, I want y'all to take care. Please do that. This virus ain't no joke. Take every precaution. Stay safe. If you want to go grocery shopping and the place is just packed ass up, just don't go. Go another time. And may God bless you as you have blessed others in your lives. And that's the most important advice I can give y'all. Because I truly believe it. We're all blessed by those we blessed before. Keep that in mind. Pray for essential workers and those who have no choice. Goodbye for now. Well, there's Elrod. Getting to know Spooky. Spook, are you gonna let me pet you some? Spooky, well, we're within 3 feet. Are you gonna run? When you gonna stick your tongue out? Yep, I knew you was gonna break. Spook, why can't you let me just give you a little rubbing? Unless you eat, Come here. Nope, I haven't quite convinced him yet. But like I said, like friends and lovers, relationships with animals take patience and time. Later all.